Hello and welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion's USF 2000 League. Round 4 here is at Road America. My name's Mark and joining me in the commentary booth is Steve. Steve, how you doing?
I'm great, thanks Mark. It's brilliant to be here. Fantastic to be in the Elkhart Lake District of Chicago and Milwaukee. And reference to this place is actually called the America's National Park of Speed. So let's hope for some absolutely fantastic racing and some close and frenetic pacing around this wonderful track.
Indeed, it's probably one of the longer tracks on the circuit, wouldn't you say, Steve?
Yeah.
Sorry, one of the longer tracks on the calendar, not the circuit. Of course, it's the longest track and the shortest track on this circuit. But
it's very true, because I think there's three different layouts of this circuit. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah, we've got some really fast. Fast straights, and then we've got some technical corners in there as well. The carousel, so it's a fantastic little track is this, and I'm looking forward to the racing that goes with it. Now we say the
just having a quick look at the championship standings.
Yeah, championship standings. Ben Chalcraft out in first place there with 150 points. So it looks as though Ben's having a fantastic season there.
Yeah, I have to admit, Ben's sort of been a bit under the radar a bit, I think. He's just been putting in some absolutely amazing drives and sort of going, yeah, almost a bit under the radar slightly, because I don't remember talking too much about him. He's just been sort of keeping out of drama, just getting good, solid results in. And yeah, look where it's led him to.
Yeah, he's done really well.
Amazing job for him.
Yeah, it's been fantastic, because obviously, as you say, he's been under the radar a lot, and he's been picking up those vital points. And it's taken him to the top of the leaderboard, and you can't argue with the results. So he'll be looking for another good result here as well.
He will indeed. Yeah, certainly not getting involved in too many incidents, spins, as we see a car spinning off in the background. Thankfully, that's only practice rather than the race. That's not going to impact them too much. As we see championship standings in Club 1500, what a gap up there at the top. Steve Angie with 249 points, just, yeah, pretty much dominating the Club 1500 championship.
Yeah, he's running away with it a little bit, is Steve there. Obviously, the rest will be chasing him pretty hard in the next few races and rounds, so we'll see what can happen. Obviously, the team's championship there, the Anti-Wizard Society, wow. What's it, 66 points there away from Risky Blue. Yeah, so they'll need a lot of teams to pull the socks up and get challenging as well.
And of course, a bit of a nightmare there for the Wizards team. Obviously, they've won every single championship they possibly could going into season 3, and yeah, now it looks as if it's going to be rather a miracle needed to pull off either one of the championships this season.
Yeah, it looks like
Wizards have had the best start.
It looks like Wizards have boom and bust at the moment. So yeah, here we go with four shares for this round. We've got top split. We've got Alex Murphy with a 208.909, and then we've got Philip Miles at a cracking lap there with 209.968 to go top of the clubbers grid. As we see them coming through here, the grid walk will be as follows: the two Anti-Wizard Society. What a front row there! Alex Murphy, followed by Stephen Maxwell, and then we've got Ben Chalcraft. Whoa, look at that, P3, and then we've got Tom Millar in P4 and Ollie Estridge in P5. 6, we've got Philip Miles with that great Club 1500 pole, followed by Gavin Kelly and Rich Meesters. He's got a pit lane start, which won't help his cause at the moment, and Xiao Tome in there with the Gareth Winslade P10, Ryan Suzuki 11 with Ross Luckhurst 12, Chris Forrest in 13th, and Steve Angie there with P14, followed by Kenneth Olive, James Pepper and Steve Pepper in the Cool Camel Silver, and last but by no means least, it's Lawrence and Jenkins. Likes to see Ledge here and competing in the USF.
Indeed, we see the pace car come into the pits, and Alex Murphy will get ready to lead the grid down towards turn 1. He's gone already. There are the lights. We are racing at Road America. Alex Murphy there. what a perfect start as we see Maxwell getting a little bit swamped there. He's got Shalcroft on the outside. Sorry, on the inside. Malarin on the outside. Maxwell's still there late on the brakes. Does actually have a little bit of a look at Murphy as they run down towards turn 2. But can't discount this man we're on board with, Malarin.
Yeah,
he's had a rather poor start to the season.
My apologies, Mark. I was just about to say, it'd be interesting to see if there's team orders there between the two anti-wizards.
Well, I'm not sure if there were team orders because Murphy's dropped back into 3rd. Malarin's up to 1st. As we see a big gaggle of cars as they come down to this very tricky braking. Down to turn 5. Malarin gets a little bit of a tank slapper on. He's saved it. He's still pointing in the right direction. How did he save that one?
No idea. Beyond me.
The Ettridge now climbing up the order. He's trying to go around the outside of Murphy. Murphy not having the best start. It looked down to the first corner that he'd done all that he needed to do, but in the rest of the lap since then, it's not gone to plan for him. And indeed, there is Ettridge up the inside of Murphy. Murphy down to 4th. Not what he would have wanted, starting from pole position.
Yeah.
See, Malarin's off.
Yep, that's it.
Malarin's off, he's got no rear wing. He collected, I think that was Jaltome. We've got more cars on the grass through the kink.
Ryan Suzuki gone as well.
Oh God, what happened there?
It just looks as though the car stopped on the right hand side of the track. Oh, we have an incident.
Oh, we got more drama. That's Winslade off.
And
that's Rich Meester's off. And there's more drama. There's a McLaren trying to do some X-rated things, piggybacking another driver. And we've got James Pepper there with no rear wing, and yeah, that's what no rear wing will do.
Yeah, you just got to hold it.
Pepper going for a spin. He tried to get it back to the pits, and unfortunately took a bit too much speed. Oh my word! What a dramatic first lap.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go fairly well until that straight down through down. Can't remember. It was down towards the carousel, wasn't it? We would see a replay. Oh, that was
that's what happened to Tome and Ryan Suzuki. I think Tome just collected a spinning Malarin. As you see now, here is Kelly all over the back of Murphy. Murphy had such amazing pace in qualifying. He was on pole by what, about half a second or something like that. Absolutely unheard of. But yeah, he's just going backwards in this first race, and he can't quite make the corner, and he's going to lose a place to Philip Miles as well.
Meatball there for Tom Malarin and Ryan Suzuki, which is obviously from the incident they had. Jean Tome as well. There's a lot of cars in the pits at the minute.
And there has been an incident report gone in. We will let you know if we hear about that. So we just saw briefly Murphy fall behind Philip Miles in top 1500, but he has managed to rake his way back past. And there is Maxwell now in the other Anti-Wizards car on the back of Ben Chalcroft. So here's what happens. So that's Murphy on Winslade. And that's what put Winslade off into the gravel. And then there, as Winslade was trying to rejoin, there was more carnage. And yeah, so we've got 2 more incident reports in. Maxwell now all over the back of Chalcroft. And here's a replay of what happened lap 2. So that's Stephen Maxwell. What happened there? So that was him just running through the grass. And that's why he's now down in 3rd.
Yeah, I think one of the other cars that was involved in that big incident as well was Ross Luckhurst. It seemed to it was Ross that got turned round.
Here's that way, yes. As we see, here is a bit of camel action. That's Steve Pepper getting past Steve Angie. That's for 3rd in class. So here we go. We've got a ruling. Zhao Tome has been given 3 penalty points for an unsafe rejoin for instant 1. That was when I believe that was when he was coming back on track and collected Ryan Suzuki.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
We've got no action for the incident between Alex Murphy and Winslade. Not sure if I agree with that one, but that's what the stewards say. As we see Winslade going slightly wide.
Ooh.
And, that's into the barrier. And Chris Forrester has got a penalty, 2 penalty points for causing a collision. So, after all that drama, let's have a look at it a little bit more. That's Ettridge just going, he's going very wide into the gravel.
Yeah, just under,
just coming up to the carousel.
Yeah, just there.
So all of that's put Ben Chalcroft into the lead. From Stephen Maxwell from Ettridge. Murphy still in 4th. Here's what happened to Maxwell, because of course he did get ahead of Chalcroft, but ran a little bit wide.
And just what we're saying, going back to what we were saying. Just going back to what we were saying before, Mark, about Ben just sneaking up. Who's in front? Number 1, Ben Chalcroft.
I was just about to say, this is exactly it. He's doing absolutely a phenomenal job. Just, staying nice and sneaky.
That's it.
Just exactly what you need to do. Times.
Yeah. Nice and consistent.
Now, Ettridge did have a little bit of a run on Maxwell, but he backed out of it. Of course, this is exactly what Chalcroft wants these two guys to be fighting.
Yeah, it releases him nicely.
Shop front thinking, you guys go and fight. I'm just going to run away. Ettridge now pulling up to the inside. He's got a nice slipstream. He's going to be late on the brakes. This is such a tricky braking zone to get right. Maxwell's got it done better. He's got it stopped. And Maxwell stays ahead. Yeah, with that, it's so easy to just lock your brakes. You come down there. Also, coming up here, so you have to brake right on that little crest there. It's so easy. The car just goes light. But all cars making it through there unscathed so far. Ettridge, meanwhile, still on the back of Maxwell, unable to find a way past as they go through the carousel. I'll try and get on the power early, try and suck into the slipstream, down through the kink. And then down through the rather hilariously named Kettle Bottoms. As we see a replay of Malaran going slightly wide and having a little spin, doing some celebratory donuts. Not quite sure what he's celebrating yet, but I'm doing more donuts
again.
He's happy about something.
I think somebody should tell him he's about another 2 or 3 laps to go.
Indeed. So these guys now end lap 4. We're approaching half distance in this race. 15-minute race. We see Ettridge has just set the fastest lap. Those two have closed right in on Chalcroft now. Not close enough to make a move into turn 1. But they will be applying the pressure. Seeing if Chalcroft will bottle it. Will he make a mistake? Safely through turn 2 as they come down to the Marine Suite.
It does look as though we've got
front just dishing out the toe.
Sorry, Mark. It does look as though we've got 2 groups of 3 cars. Obviously, first, second, third, they're battling, and then 4 seconds, nearly 5 seconds behind them, we have another 3 cars, including Gavin Kelly, Philip Miles, and Alex Murphy.
Indeed, and Alex Murphy, yeah. So, I don't know if we're going to get a replay of another incident from Malarin. Malarin has decided that he doesn't want to do any more donuts. He's just going to go and kiss some tyres. Whatever floats your boat, mate.
Don't ever call him the Michelin Man.
We also saw some action between these three front runners as we see a replay of Steve Pepper. Just getting it a little bit wrong. Steve's also doing donuts. He obviously didn't want you to feel left out.
He's obviously been taking lessons from Tour.
Indeed. Collision there between Ross Luckhurst and Chris Forrester.
Not sure what happened there, Ross.
I'm not either. I'll need to see a replay of that as we see. Oh, Chalcroft spun.
That must be a collector's item. An unforced error from Ben there.
Yeah, no worries. Just seemed a bit weird.
So
yeah, I thought you were well on the
now leaves us to just the top two on their own, then a bit of a gap, and then three more. So we've got Ettridge from Maxwell. Ettridge leads this race as they go on to lap 6.
Felt like we gave each other enough room. Net code.
That's Luckhurst and Forrester still debating what happened, and I think they've both come to the conclusion that there was a bit of netcode involved. Maxwell makes a move for the lead. Ettridge is not having any of that. He's looking left, he's looking right. He's tucked up behind Maxwell now. Going to try and get a good exit out onto this long back straight. Can he do anything with it? As we see, here's a replay of Chalcroft. Yeah, just back end, just got a bit loose. And it's the gravel trap.
Yeah, just a bit hot into there. Yeah.
But this group of 3 that were fighting for the last podium place has now become a fight of 4 as Chalcroft has joined the back of this pack. So he's still there in 6th. So we see, that was a little touch there from Ettridge. So we see that incident between Forrester and Luckhurst has been reported to the stewards. They are taking a look at that. As we see here, on board with Philip Miles, he goes to the inside on Kelly. Well, he'll be earlier on the gas. Looks like it might have been Kelly, but Philip Miles, therefore, have the inside line. Through the kink, he backs out of it. And that's Chalcroft going wide through the kink. He tries to take out the DRS board, because obviously we don't have DRS in these cars.
He did well to keep
Chalcroft wants to stop us all getting confused.
Yeah, he did well to keep that in a straight line, to be perfectly honest. That could have gone really badly.
He certainly did, yeah.
And that's Pepper going down the inside of Angie.
What happened between Pepper and Angie, yeah. Good move there by Pepper.
Yeah, nice little pass.
So it's Philip Miles still trying to chase down Kelly. And Chris Forrester has been deemed to be at fault for that. He's got 1 penalty point. And I'm fairly sure Chris Forrester... he's also got a drive-through for too many incidents. But I think Forrester also was deemed at fault for one of the earlier incidents on lap 1 or 2. And he got 2 points, so that will be a drive-through in the next race. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. It'll be a pit lane start, won't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it will.
But as we see, here's Philip Miles now tucked right up behind Kelly. Will he go to the inside? Yes, he will. Who will be later on the brakes? Looks like it's Kelly this time. Oh, but Kelly's gone a little bit wide, and there we go. Miles is through. So, yeah, well done to Miles for getting that move done. It's so easy when you're in that position to just sort of be looking alongside your opponent and think, I'll wait until they break and then just break that a little bit later. As Kelly hasn't given up on that pace and is trying to find his way back past, which he does. But, yeah, always a dangerous way of thinking, trying to break that a little bit later than your rival. As Kelly will now know. He's trying to go around the outside of the carousel. I'm not sure that's going to work, but he will try and get the power down better than Miles and have a run down into Canada Corner.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a bit of overspeed into the bottom corner, won't he?
Yeah, as we see now, Murphy versus Ettridge. So now Murphy, after, let's be honest, a rather disastrous first half of the race, where he just felt like he was half asleep most of the time, suddenly a switch has been flicked and now he's just come alive. He stormed his way up to 2nd.
Yeah, and he'd be hunting down Stephen Maxwell as well. He'd be looking for a 1-2 for the. In fact, there it goes. Well, that's that.
Indeed. So yeah, the checkered flag is out. Unfortunately, Murphy not having enough time to hunt down Maxwell, but he does set the fastest lap of the race on that final tour.
Yeah, I mean that's a fantastic result there for the Anti-Wizard Society. We've been first and second, and it makes them obviously pulling away in the championship once again.
Indeed. So yeah, well done to the Anti-Wizard Society. So here we have a confirmation of the final results. Maxwell, Murphy and Ettridge is your podium. Kenneth Olive will be the driver on reverse grid pole, top 8 reversed. And yeah, got to feel a bit sorry for Steve Pepper there, just missing out on that reverse grid pole position.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It'd be his first ever in the USF, so it was just missed out slightly.
But nonetheless, we will see how the drivers fare in the second reverse grid race, which will be coming up momentarily. Here we have results, just confirmation of the Club 1500 results. Philip Miles taking the victory from Rich Meesters. Steve Pepper did get the podium if he didn't get reverse grid pole position. Steve Angie in 4th. Nice good racing there between the two Steves.
So confirmation there, winner is Stephen Maxwell, the top split, and Philip Miles, winner for Club 1500.
Post-race penalty.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame for him. Penalty 35 seconds. So here we have the grid for race 2 down at Road America. We have Kenneth Olive on the pole position, followed by Rich Meesters and Ben Chalcraft. Another opportunity there for Ben to get some good points. Philip Miles as well, followed by Gavin Kelly, Oliver Ettridge and Alex Murphy, with Stephen Maxwell in the Anti-Wizards in P8. Steve Pepper, as we said, just missing out on the reverse grid pole, followed by Steve Angie, Zhao Tome and Ross Luckhurst, with Chris Forrester in the McLaren and Ryan Suzuki in P14, followed by the unfortunate Tom Malarin and Gareth Winslade. I'm not sure what Gareth did during that race. It must have been quite a poor one for him, unfortunately. And James Pepper there, P17, followed by, last but not by no means least, Lawrence Errington.
Thanks, Steve. And yeah, looks like we've gone already. Rich Meesters there with a great start up to P1 from Ben Chalkoff. Philip Miles already down to 3rd. So not quite sure what happened for him. That was not the best start that he would have hoped for, starting from pole position. Chalcraft tries to go around the inside, but doesn't make it stick. Rich Meesters still ahead. They come down to the second corner for the first time. Meesters still with that lead. Philip Miles in 2nd. Chalcraft down to 3rd.
Yeah, Rich will be
wanting these now.
My apologies, Mark. Rich will be wanting these drivers behind to really fight to give him a chance to break away.
Indeed he will, and it looks like they are fighting.
Oh,
as we've got, there is a spinner behind. I saw Zhao Tome spinning. Looks like Steve Pepper might be involved in that as well. Oh, we've got another spinner. That's Philip Miles. He's kept it out of the barrier though. And yet we have, that's Alex Murphy, Stephen Maxwell and the two Anti-Wizards cars trying to hunt down Gavin Kelly. Graphics are showing that we've got a caution. We shouldn't have cautions in road races, so I'm not quite sure what's happening there.
It looks like we have a pace car on track.
Well, yeah, let's have a look at the incident first. So that's let's have a look at Zhao Tim. Oh no, that's Ross Luckhurst. Loses it. I think he might have lost that on his own, actually. There he is running around with no rear wing. So here's what happened. That's Steve Pepper and Zhao Tome. That's what happened. So Pepper Yeah, Pepper just lit up the rear tyres a little bit.
Dear.
And, oh dear.
Mess.
It just doesn't stop.
That was unfortunate.
So, indeed. So there's an incident report gone in. There's what happened to Philip Miles. Luckily, it doesn't appear to be any damage. He's joining Tour in the Victory Donuts.
Somebody else going around there as well. Wasn't sure who that was. A few moments later.
So here's the safety car. So yeah, we had 3 laps under the safety car for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. But there we go. We've skipped over that part because, no one wants to see 10 minutes of running behind the safety car. This isn't an oval race. We're back underway at Road America. Rich Meester's trying to hold on from Oliver Ettridge. Ettridge will have the inside line for turn 1. Looks like Meester's has managed to stay ahead. Quite a lot of cars with meatballs, but they all appear to be back in the race apart from Lawrence Aaron Jenkins, who I don't think made the start.
And do you know the worst thing about that, Mark? We lost the pace car.
What's the worst thing?
We skipped 3 laps and we never got a safety car. Trivia.
We never got a safety car back.
That's it.
I know, see. Tell you what, as we see, big lock up there for Ettridge. There's cars everywhere. As we see, racing incident declared for incident number 5. So after all that, we've got, that's an anti-wizards car in the gravel. That's Stephen Maxwell. So we've got Meesters from Pepper from Kelly. Up with, what a podium that would be.
That'd be a fantastic result. Completely off centre that.
Right, tell you what, I will give you your quick safety car fact right now if you still want to hear it, Steve.
Oh, I'd love to hear it. Safety car trivia is my favourite part of the race.
Did you know that you can fit 3,717 James Peppers head to toe around this track?
Well, he's a tall lad. That doesn't surprise me.
He is indeed.
I could deal with one, never mind 3,717 of them, though.
And the one that we care most about is this one's racing on track. He is fighting with Gavin Kelly, so that's what happened. I'm not quite sure what happened to cause that initial spin for Ettridge and Chalcraft.
No, a little bit complicated, is that?
Alright, so we've got Murphy there trying to defend from Steve Angie. Angie up there in 5th. That's brilliant showing for him. You see, Meester's made a bit of a break for it, He's 2.5 seconds to the good.
Yeah, he's put his head down, pinned his ears back, and he's going for it. He's rich.
Yeah, Murphy's got a meatball.
Yeah. I think Rick must be.
Tell you what,
he's racing with a clear head, with that Guinness 0.0.
I was just about to say, and you know what? The owners of the Cool Camel team must be jumping up and down for joy to see their drivers 1 and 2 at the moment.
Very much, yeah.
So we'll see if they can stay there. Kelly now attacking Pepper. As you see, just behind that is Angie, Murphy and Miles. Murphy, it did pop up that he had a meatball, but his car looks okay, so I'm not sure if that was a delayed message. Winslade has a meatball flag.
Yeah, you've got to be careful with the meatballs.
See what's happened to Winslade. That's what happened to me, to Winslade.
Yeah, that was it.
Thought, you know what? Chua was kissing those tyres earlier. Maybe there's something to it. And he found out that, no, that's not particularly pleasant. I don't know why Chua did that earlier. And, yeah, I don't know why Gareth tried to replicate it.
Well, there must be a song about that. I kissed the tyre wall. Something like that. Comes to mind.
I didn't like it. One thing's for sure, though. I don't think the tyre wall was wearing cherry chapstick.
I certainly don't think so. Maybe a bit of WD-40.
Maybe indeed. So we've seen Kelly now has managed to get past Pepper. Pepper is still in pursuit. Angie has got ahead of Murphy. So yeah, Pepper still on the podium. Still at 1-3 for the Cool Camel team.
Yeah, James is quick on here as well, so we'll see if he can out-drag Gavin into the first corner.
And there is Malarin and Miles. Malarin must have got past Miles at some point. We did miss that. So we see Chalcraft now has the fastest lap. Although that's quickly beaten by Maxwell. Having said that, we've only had about 2 racing laps. Because we are on the last lap already. There was the white flag. You see there is the number 26 of Philip Miles ahead of Alex Murphy. So yeah, maybe Murphy has got a bit of damage. You see Pepper now trying to get back past Kelly. Will he make it stick? Doesn't look like he has. Oh, Steve Angie's getting very wide, almost into the gravel. And that's opened the door for Murphy to try and get past Miles, which he quickly does. That's Malarin off into the gravel. Ettridge. Something's happened to Ettridge. Maybe he got bored and quit. I tell you what, Steve, I'm having a bit of a hard time following, just keeping up with what's happening.
Yeah.
Absolute carnage at the moment.
That was Steve Ange there for challenging James Pepper, and I think there was just a slight clash of wheels. Nothing too serious
Pepper's, I think something's happened to Pepper because he was attacking Kelly, but he's now dropped about 3 seconds behind.
Yeah,
so will he manage to keep his place on the podium?
I think his name went red early, so I'm just wondering if he's had a bit of an off and he's trying to clean his tyres.
Quite possibly. Oh, Angie's gone round. Pepper went deep. That's put Malarin up onto the podium. Murphy's right there. He's going to try and take advantage as well, but I don't think he's going to run out of corners. He's got to watch out for Philip Miles as well, who dives up the inside of Murphy to take 5th. And what a drive from that man there, Rich Meesters.
Fantastic
Takes
result
the
there.
win.
Oh, brilliant. I mean, Gavin Kelly there taking 2nd, somewhere else coming up 3rd, and Alex Murphy 4th. But unfortunately, James Pepper had moved down to 6th, probably being out-dragged after a poor final corner.
Indeed. So yeah, what can I say other than well done, that man?
Speechless. So as you see from the graphic there, wow, feature results was Rich Meesters taking the win, followed by Gavin Kelly in 2nd and Tomalar in 3rd spot, with Alex Murphy 4th, Philip Miles, James Pepper following on there with Steve Angie in 11th and Zhao Tomei 12th, Chris Forrester, Ryan Suzuki, Steve Pepper there, Oliver Estridge, Gareth Winslade and Lawrence Erin Jenkins. What a race.
What a race indeed. I think Kelly will be kicking himself a little bit. It's a little bit of a case of always the bridesmaid, never the bride with Kelly. He's still chasing that elusive first win in the USF.
He is, but I'm sure it'll
another
come.
2nd place. I'm sure it will too. He's a rapid guy. And yeah, so there we go. Confirmation that Rich Meesters' overall win, and of course, therefore, the win in Club 1500. Just speechless. What a drive.
Yeah, he's a brilliant. He's been coming for a while as that, and Rich have thoroughly deserved the win there. Right, so we see winner of overall Rich Meesters, and it will come up as well. Club 1500, who is Rich Meesters. He hasn't come up, so he's we're giving him the overall victory, but not clubbers.
As we saw, a couple of decent results for Alex Murphy has put him back in on top in the overall championship standings.
Yeah, Philip Miles is the only one there to move.
I'll move up, certainly.
Yeah, move up 11 places actually.
Indeed. So we'll see what the Club 1500 Championship is like when we get there.
Obviously, this is an overall standing, so the points there are for overall victories and points scored down to, I think it's 15th place, isn't it?
Yeah, points scored down to 15.
That's it. see how it affects the Club 1500 Championship.
Meanwhile, let's just watch Rich. There we go, Club 1500 Championship. So yeah, Steve Angie still way out in front with 304 points. Yeah, Steve Pepper there in third and fourth.
I think I'll take that, and I'll give 389 points.
So Anti glitch in the graphics there.
Anti-Wizard Society top of the league there for the overall championship with 373 points. I think they've stretched the lead a little bit. Mid-Addy Sim Sport have moved up, so Risky Orange and down to Risky Racing Blue. So it's going to be interesting to see if those chasing teams can reel the Anti-Wizard Society in, but it's looking very, very, unlikely, shall we say. But don't count anything, don't count chickens.
Indeed, but yet another fairly poor weekend for the Wizards.
Yeah, it's odd how this has gone.
Yeah, anyway, that's it for Road America. Next time up, we have the Red Bull Ring. So, yeah, we'll see how the drivers tackle the track in Austria next time out.
Yeah,
so there's links to our socials.
My apologies, Mark. Actually, it's just Philip Miles' home track is the Red Bull Ring.
It is indeed. So, yeah, you saw our socials pop up on the screen, and they are also in the description. If you want to come and race with us, just pop along and say hi. Anyway, that's all we've got time for this time. So, I've been Mark. Joining me in the commentary booth has been Steve. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure, Mark. I will look forward to seeing you all in the next race. See you later. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.